All right, number 9, here's a scary story about a cougar attack. No, not the cougars that Larry, Pat, and Paul run into at their happy hour excursions on Rush Street. This is actually pretty serious. This happened Saturday to a group of 5 cyclists. They were on a mountain trail about 30 miles outside of Seattle around noon. The bikers could tell they were being stalked by a couple of cougars. We don't have video of the actual cougar. I'm painting a picture here.
Yeah, you are.
Cougars are also called pumas or mountain lions, all the same thing. One of the cats got to them, and a 60-year-old woman was injured. The others in the group were able to pin the cougar down with a bike.
Get out of here.
Wildlife Services came, and they got the woman to a hospital. She's going to be okay, and they had to shoot the cougar. The other one got away. This whole incident is very rare, they say. In Washington State, there have only been 2 fatal cougar attacks and about 20 encounters that resulted in injury over the last 100 years. And cougars are secretive.
Yeah.
They don't tell you what their plans are.
No, and you can tell them a secret, they'll keep it.
They normally stay away from humans, they say, but in the rare case they do attack, the people who know say, fight back with whatever you can, because they'll get you.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, laying dead isn't going to do
No.
the trick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hi there.
That's fun.
Number 8, we told you yesterday about panda bears. They're adorable creatures. Now let's talk about drop bears. They're vicious, predatory, carnivorous versions of koala bears. Ooh. They live in treetops and are known to drop down to the ground below and kill you dead. Except they're not real. Drop bears are popular in Australian folklore, designed to scare children and tourists.
Sheesh.
Number 3, lots of people are trying special workouts. They're doing entire yoga-style movements in hopes of getting a more chiseled jawline.
Oh, I could use this.
And if that doesn't work, they're even trying electric shock therapy in an effort to zap their muscles and help them look leaner and more defined. There's also something called the Hannibal Lecter facial. Sends electric currents through the skin through a beige face mask. It's supposed to promote circulation, hydration, other skin-enhancing benefits. Or you could just age gracefully like everybody else.
Well, not quite everybody else.
I don't know when this happened. I just caught a glimpse of myself the other day during that cooking segment.
Yeah?
I got this Baumgarten no jawline.
The gobbler?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like I need to start taping this up or something, or I'm just going to have to just...
Larry will volunteer.
Yeah, we got some tape around here somewhere.
We have lab coats. Right? From the
We'll
whole
give you the
sketch.
discount also.
Yeah,
You're fine just as you are.
What are you going to do?
All right, number 6, here's a crazy video from about 3 years back. It was recorded from the car of the Oakland County Sheriff's Office in Michigan, which is northwest of Detroit. Take a look.
Whoa!
Oh, mercy. Well, there you go.
Look at that. You're stopping for one, and then you're like, what the what?
They were gunning for that car. That was not random.
They were. No, that's very true. Wowie.
Jeez.
Look at that. That's something.
You're welcome.
All right, number 5, addicted to social media, blame the Dorito theory. A TikToker named Celeste Aria came up with the concept. She admits the concept is not new, but the name is. She says when you eat a Dorito and you finish your bite, you're not fully satisfied, so you keep coming back for more. She compares that to scrolling endlessly through TikTok or Instagram. You keep wanting more because you're still not satisfied. It's not the same as watching a movie or reading a good book, because in the end, you are satisfied. That's, not eating a delicious steak meal. You're satisfied after that. We've nicknamed that the steak theory. You're welcome for that, but it is what it is, whatever you call it.
All right, number 4, we're not sure if this is a chiropractor or a massage therapist or what. We're skeptical of whatever is happening here. But maybe you like this sort of thing. Take a look.
All right.
Oh dear. Whoa! Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. No. No, stop it.
You're not in for this?
Stop it. No. They could break your neck.
What a
This is
bunch
video,
of
though. It was
garbage.
shot like a month ago. Or a year
I don't
ago.
like, oh God. Someone could have been really injured.
Yeah.
What is the? Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, that's why you go to a real doctor.
Oh,
Well,
oh my gosh.
sometimes you need to get loosened up a little.
Yeah.
bit. You're all right, Robinson.
It's
As long as they're doing it on you.
I'm terrified of people like breaking their neck, though. Or, you know, like
Oh,
it just. Or, oh God.
I give up.
Uncle
All right, let's go to number 3. Some great
I don't
news
like
from
that at all.
research at McGovern Medical School at UT Health Houston. People who get the flu and other vaccines are less likely than their unvaccinated counterparts to get dementia. Doctors aren't sure exactly why, but they think the answer lies in the brain because there is research that shows that infection plays a role in developing Alzheimer's. By getting vaccinated, people are helping the immune system to not work overtime, which is one thing that causes damage to the brain and, in turn, dementia.
All right, number 2 is considered to be one of the most romantic movies of all time, but when Harry met Sally, almost had when Harry and whatever, it almost had an alternate ending.
I love that you get cold when it's 71 degrees out. I love that it takes you an hour and a half to order a sandwich. I love that you get a little crinkle above your nose when you're looking at me like I'm nuts. I love that after I spend a day with you, I can still smell your perfume on my clothes. And I love that you are the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night. And it's not because I'm lonely, and it's not because it's New Year's Eve. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
You see? That is just like you, Harry. You say things like that and you make it impossible for me to hate you. And I hate you, Harry. I really hate you.
Well, she doesn't hate him that much.
It's a great movie.
You seen this one, Pat?
No, I've never seen this
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Me either.
I mean, I know of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think the same for me. According to director Rob Reiner, Harry and Sally did not get together at the end. The original ending has the two of them running into each other years later, having a chat, then walking away from each other. And it was personal for Reiner. He was previously divorced from Penny Marshall and had been single for 10 years. He couldn't figure out how to make it work with anyone but something happened to Reiner while making the movie. He met a woman named Michelle. They got married, and that's why Reiner changed the ending to make it a happy ending. Blah, blah,
nice.
blah, blah, blah.
And he's been married to Michelle for 35
35
years. Wow. What do you know?
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was really
I got
clear.
like 70% of the words
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
Number 1, there's a morning show in England that is actually pretty good. It's called This Morning, and for many years, Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield were kind of like Regis and Kelly over there. Here's a funny clip with an Italian chef from 2010.
No, you cannot put a salad in the same plate of the pasta because it
Why?
gets
I always
soggy.
do.
Oh, you
It's
put it
wrong.
on the side?
On the side, yes, but not on the same plate of the pasta because it's wrong. It gets soggy, and the salad it doesn't work well with pasta. And look at that. It's what do you want? You don't want it to make it too clumsy, too sticky. The sauce has to coat the pasta beautifully, and they have to start to appreciate the flavor of the cheeses.
That's lovely.
A fork.
Do you know, it's,
Tell me.
if it had, like, ham in it, it's closer.
No.
It's closer to a British carbonara.
Oh, no.
It is. No, that's true.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're standing there.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know what? You know. It doesn't make any sense what you said. It's a different recipe. It's got nothing to do with macaroni cheese. You know? Random is what. Can please anybody help me here in the kitchen?
Oh, God, my God, he choked. Oh, man.
Stop it.
Oh, dear. Well, very good. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Can,
Yeah, there we are.
you can put a ham at home if you want.
Excuse
and
me.
then,
Well, you nearly polished both of us off there. That's great. Terrific. Gino, thank you. It is absolutely sensational. That's lovely.
It's really...
Yeah. There you go. In case you missed it, he said if my grandmother had wheels, she
Yeah.
would have been a bike. I think we got that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not impressed, huh?
All right,